What's up, y'all? It's your buddy Brady Septillion, and I'm back with Brady and his Wall Street Journal. I know I had to take some time off, but hey, I'm right back at you. Let's dive right in. Um, the Supreme Court gave abortion providers a narrow legal path to challenge Texas' ban on ending pregnancies after 6 weeks, but the splintered ruling left the law in effect for now and made any rapid resumption of such abortions in the state unlikely. Also, in the same breath, the FDA has allowed prescription abortion pills to be sent via mail. Yes. Express delivery of death. I mean, you can't really tell somebody what to do with their body, especially these young ladies that have to go through 9 months of service to a family to produce a child. We just can't do it, man. I don't even know where that comes from. GM plans to invest more than $3 billion to make electric vehicles in Michigan, a potential win for the state after recent commitments of auto projects to southern states. I mean, good for Michigan. I mean, I know Flint has clean water now, but they need all the money they can get in Michigan. And I mean, like Public Enemy says, can't trust it. No. I'm still not drinking Michigan water. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care if it's not in Flint. Any part of Michigan, I'm not going to be drinking your water. Love y'all, Michigan. Shout out to the D. Oracle was in talks to buy electronic medical records company Cerner, a deal that could be valued at around $30 billion and push the enterprise software maker further into healthcare. FedEx posted a 14% increase in revenue for its fiscal second quarter as higher rates help offset rising costs from labor shortages. Shout out to FedEx, man. Y'all are doing a fantastic job along with Amazon and UPS of getting packages delivered. Saw the most interesting thing on a FedEx van. The guy who was delivering in house slippers. I mean, got to be comfortable at work. And he had a dog and a cat in his van. I'm a little confused about that. I don't know if I want cat hair on my dog food that's being delivered, but shout out to them. Bruce Springsteen sold his music rights to Sony Music between $500 million and $600 million. Shout out to the boss. He just got paid. The CDC recommended adults take a COVID-19 vaccine from Pfizer or Moderna over J&J's after agency of officials reported the rate of rare but serious blood clotting condition was higher than previously detected. J&J, I'm really struggling with y'all, man. You already messed up talcum powder. And if y'all out here still wearing talcum powder, we need to have a talk, because I know you use Izzy Miyake and Drakkar, one of those two. You might even be wearing baby powder and Lagerfeld. If that's you, you need to call me direct. The FDA relaxed restrictions around an abortion pill that had prevented women from getting the medication without first making in-person visits to pick up the prescriptions at medical offices. You can get anything you want via the mail. It's interesting times we're in. ETF inflows top 1 trillion for the first time. People are really looking for opportunities to have their money managed for a low cost. People are getting smarter. A strong economic recovery and persistent labor shortage pushed jobless claims to their lowest level in more than a half century. Awesome, folks. If you want work, it's work out there. You just can't be lazy. So go get them. Whatever you're trying to do, get after it. Starbucks baristas in Buffalo, New York voted to form the first labor union at one of the coffee giant's own U.S. cafes in its 50-year history. I kind of have a respect to them. I kind of have a challenge with unions because I've had to deal with them in one of the businesses I'm involved in. And my biggest challenge with unions is one thing. It always seems like they only favor the laborers. I think we have to have an evolved perspective with it. Labor unions got to protect not only the worker, but it has to protect the business by getting the rates up. Then you can force the businesses to pay the workers more. But you got to protect those that are creating the jobs that are taking the risk. Or Why would we continue to take risk? I know. I know. Brady, you sound like a capitalist. I am. I'm a part of capitalism. I live in America. Go figure. Oh my gosh. The COVID 19 pandemic last year drove the biggest increase in death benefits paid by U.S. life insurers since the 1918 influenza epidemic, an industry trade group said. Yes, that is probably true. But life insurance companies have sold more life insurance than they ever have. Man, there's been people I've been chasing down. I've been in the industry now since 2010. There are people I've been chasing down, been calling me, hey, Brady, you know what? I think I need to get that policy you've been telling me about. No doubt you do. However, you are now type 2 diabetic, metabolic syndrome, your waist is 44 inches, and you're 5'10". So, you're going to make my job hard. However, you got to pay for that. You should have got it when your waist was 36 inches, bro. Okay? We going to pray for you. We got a special line for y'all. Toyota Motor stepped up its commitment to electric vehicles, saying the company would make 3.5 million EVs a year by 2030. Shout out to Toyota. But I do have a question. Harley Davidson's making electric motorcycles as well. How long do these electric batteries last? I think the warranty on them is 10 years, I believe. How do we recycle them? Can they be refurbished? Or are they like diesel engines where you can refurbish them and keep it going? Because if not, aren't we just going to have a landfill filled with electric batteries? Just a question. And yes, I drive a hybrid and I have an electric vehicle, so I'm not anti that. So please don't be hitting my inbox. You need to get off gas-powered stuff, sonny. Pfizer said trial results of its experimental COVID-19 antiviral pill confirmed a positive response for those infected with the coronavirus, greatly reducing the risk of hospitalization and likely appearing to work against the Omicron variant. Awesome. We have another tool to fight COVID-19. Pfizer agreed to purchase Arena Pharmaceuticals for $6.7 billion to bolster its pipeline of medicines for inflammatory bowel diseases. Can I talk today? Did I learn how to read? Yes, I did. So IBS. No, I'm not BSing. IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and other diseases. That sounds very messy. It's a crappy situation, if we could say. Some of the largest U.S. hospital systems have dropped COVID-19 vaccine requirements for staff after a federal judge temporarily halted a Biden administration mandate that healthcare workers get the shots. As one of my favorite rappers, Jay-Z, said, first they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. Oh, how quickly we forget these regulations when we need people to care for people. The only thing I ask is that we have a mandate across the country. Mask. I need everybody walking around looking like Cobra Commander. And if you're too young to know who that is, look it up. I need your mask all the way here. Because funky breath people are at an all-time high. I don't know if y'all know this, but death by bad breath is down by 70% since the mask mandates went into play. The Boy Scouts of America and U.S. Gymnastics have settled for the allegations that people had about molestation. I hope those people get healing. All jokes aside, y'all know I moonlight as a comedian, but seriously, that's not a joking matter, and I hope folks do get healing. The Fed set the stage for a series of rate increases beginning next spring, completing a policy pivot that showed much greater concern about the potential for inflation to stay high. Folks, you better take care of your money. A sharp rise in COVID-19 cases and concerns about fast-spreading Omicron variant are stirring new uncertainty about the pandemic, with several colleges reinstating remote learning, companies delaying return to office dates, and some event organizers rethinking crowds. Yeah, I'm with you guys. If you have the ability to work from home, I don't know if I really want to go back to the office and deal with Al, who always drinks my apple juice. Al, I know it's you. I know it's you. You've been drinking my apple juice for years. Or how about the person that eats half the sandwich and put it back in? Like, come on, man. You know you didn't buy nothing. Why you in somebody else's box? Companies are planning for steeper wage increases next year than at any point since the 2007 to 2009 recession, according to a new report. They're setting aside about 3.9% for payroll increase. People want to get paid. I understand. The flood of everyday Americans into options trading has drawn a skeptical eye from U.S. regulators. Folks, if you get into options, please deal with a professional. It's not for everybody. It's a cold world out there. Hey, I'm about to wrap this up because I know it hasn't been, I haven't been frequent with dropping this, but I'll make sure I'm back on here a lot more. But I want to leave you with this. When y'all tune in or you tell people about Brady Septillion, because that's my stage name, make sure you ask them to tune in. But I'm always going to ask y'all one thing at the end. What is your financial philosophy? Everybody is not created to work 40 hours a week for 30 years. It's just not. And if that's you, you really need to figure out what your financial philosophy is. And here's what I mean by that. Every dollar that you have coming in, how much are you putting aside to invest in your future? And I'm not talking about just to retire. I'm talking about so you can live the life that you were created to live. You guys are divine. And I know you know that. The shift has happened. If you're listening to my voice, you're here for a reason. You've made it through the toughest part of the pandemic. And you got work to do. So every dollar you come in, I don't care if it's 5%, 10%, 15, 20%, or you got a bunch of debt and it's 1%. But you deserve to have your money work for you. Follow me, like, subscribe, email me. Brady will make your day. And make sure you tell at least 5 people about me. See you soon.